Yes, amazing Wadau. This is THERMO.G TV show live. And today, actually, we are much privileged to have Brian Onyango Oyugi. Is a religious brother, I think from Comboni. Comboni, is it?
Yeah.
Comboni. And is a great friend of us here at THERMO.G TV studio. And today, I think it is the first time we are going live with Brian. And actually, we are very happy having you here.
Thank
And today, actually, this show should be more than can we say holy? In fact, we should start in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Because today we have a priest here, a priest or brother. Yeah, brother. So without further ado, you just introduce yourself, then we take it off.
Thank you very much, THERMO.G, for hosting me here. It is a great prerogative that I really don't take for granted. My name is Brian Onyango. As you mentioned, I'm a Comboni brother, and our charism as Comboni is to work with the poor and most abandoned. And here in Kenya, we are found in Marsabit, Turkana, West Pokot, and Kariobangi and Utawala.
So you are from Kariobangi or Utawala?
I'm a Comboni Brother student and reside at Adams Arcade, Kilimani.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. But I think through the because I've been following you, I don't know whether are you still in school or?
Yes, I'm a student at Tangaza. I'm pursuing masters.
Tangaza University.
Tangaza University.
Okay.
I'm pursuing masters in business administration, in social entrepreneurship, and sustainability. Yeah, specialization business services.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Entrepreneur. Wow, amazing. Na ukisema wewe ni brother pale Comboni, the same time pia naona bado unasoma. How do you balance? How does they relate?
Well, I'm a brother, yes, but I'm a brother in formation, as you know that for you to complete the formative journey, it requires you a series of steps, especially as a missionary. And I'm at the final stage of formation, which is known as International Brother Center here in Kenya.
Okay. Okay. So
After
that is the
which
last stage. Okay.
Yeah, after which I will begin the mission. Yeah.
Wow. I really like Comboni community because they are very organized. They are very systematic community.
Yeah.
And who is the founder by the way?
Our founder, as the name goes, founder is called Saint Daniel Comboni. He was an Italian who was really passionate of Africa. And Comboni congregation or Comboni as a founder saw the need when Africa was a fertile land for slavery, and he believed that Africans can for sure save themselves, and that's why he was interested in Africa by then, and he really empowered Africans through education and respond to their various challenges. Of course, he was interested in Central Africa at the beginning, and now in Africa we are all about many African countries. And by the way, he died in Khartoum, and there is where he was buried.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Now, Brian, I can also see you are an innovator.
Yes.
You are a
I'm
big
a passionate innovator, not only innovator but also innovation mentor. Since I've worked with the innovation labs for now could be around more than 5 years or 6 years since 2019. Yeah.
So as we speak, is there any innovation maybe you are working on? And
basically, as I mentioned that I'm an innovation coach, I really
innovation coach.
Yeah. I necessarily don't own a single innovation, but I bring together different innovators, then we journey together so that they are able to enhance their potential and link them with different opportunities to strengthen their ideas. And those who have no idea also, who have no active solution, they are able to transform the ideas to solution. Yeah.
If
And
you
that's
talk
what
about
I-
transformation, by the way,
Yeah.
we have many youths who are jobless. Some of them doesn't even know way forward. Through the innovation now you are working on, is there any way this can transform this country or can transform our youths?
Well, first, innovation doesn't mean to do great things per se. Innovation means seeing various things in the communities with a different lens. Innovation means that we transform challenges to an opportunity. And as you know, Africa, if not only Kenya, has series of problems, which means as innovators, these problems becomes a lot of opportunities that young people can really tap to ensure that they revert to their different challenges. Of course, it requires a lot of change of mindset from different actors. For sure, we cannot talk about youth challenges when youth are not involved. We cannot talk about youth challenges in the offices when we don't engage them in their various places where they really face those challenges. And indeed, youth innovation or innovation that helps us to see a brighter future tomorrow is something that should touch all of us, our conscious, be it faith-based institutions, political institutions, and development institutions, not also forgetting the financials, because it requires a lot of sacrifice. Cause, many young people are ambitious. There's no way, as a country or as a nation, we can count development in terms of resources or foreign aid or infrastructures, but our immediate resources as a nation should be young people. They are the drivers of change, and there's this paradox that youths are the leaders of tomorrow. That one is just a mere paradox. Well, youth are leaders of tomorrow, but today youth are the stakeholders, and that is what really has to be thought of. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. But you've mentioned that you are an innovator. You are also a student at Tangaza University, pursuing masters. And at the same time, you are a religious brother, of which you have to get enough time doing outreach, and sometimes you also need it in the church. How do you balance all this?
Well, everything, as I mentioned, is a journey of sacrifice, also a journey of respecting your zeal and desire. And whatever I do is because I'm pushed by that inner zeal, and sometimes I don't see whether I get that I can no longer do whatever I do to transform the community. And also, what also I appreciate my congregation, Comboni. Uh, uh, we launched a program called Comboni Alliance of Social Entrepreneurship, which also is a very big institution that today responds to empowering youth, young people in different places of our missions, especially also to strengthen them to take control of their different talents and to journey with them so that they are able to respond to various societal challenges. And this one is called 3-0 Club, which means zero unemployment, pollution, and so on. And basically, as a Comboni Institute, this is something that today we champion. We champion not only transformation towards through gospel, but also responding to the social issues that today touches the community as a whole.
Mm. And Brian, I don't know whether you can share with us the religious life. How is it, the experience? Because I know many of our youths, actually, some are yearning to join religious life, and mostly they don't know the procedures. Some also fear the restriction within the community. How about it, by the way?
Well, for religious life, personally, I've said that every life is a difficult life. I don't see that religious life is easy in any way, nor difficult compared to other life. Everywhere there are challenges in the society, be it married life or religious life. And personally, I grew in one of the largest slums here in Kenya, Nairobi, called Korokocho. And my turning point as to why I got interested to join religious life was what I saw from Comboni missionaries, the way they could sacrifice their lives, their comfort, their families, and they are all basically for us who are considered as the last and the least in the society. And by then, Korokocha was one of the informal settlements that even government, I could say, had isolated and so on. So from that, I really uh, got interested on how to join religious life. Also, my turning point was seeing young people losing their lives at a tender age. The reason being them trying to um, find opportunities to survive, and of course, others through stealings, because other opportunities in the society were all grabbed by the old people in the society. So basically, religious life is, of course, a demanding task. It requires self-giving, giving your comfort, surrendering your family and pleasure. Well, also, I can say that religious life is what has shaped me as who I am today, because the trainings that we go through religious life are things that helps to respond on intellectual capability, emotional capability, human maturity, and also spiritual maturity. So formation is not only limited to spiritual growth. It is a, a journey that encompasses all the fundamental human dimensions that makes us responsible people in the society. Yeah.
And Brian, many people are yearning to become a priest so that they can celebrate the Eucharist. And when you say you are a brother, I know you are not now mandated to celebrate a Eucharist. Why did you decide just to go for the brotherhood?
First of all, to be a religious or to be a brother or a priest or a sister, the primary role or responsibility is to be a servant. As a priest, they are called to serve. They are called to respond to the cries, the tears of the suffering children, God's children in the society. As a brother, also, we are called to integrate our profession with the gospel values, and that is what also people maybe might not understand. As a brother, we majorly uses profession to integrate the gospel so that we are able to touch the fundamental challenges that affects many people in the society. Uh, so it is not limited to celebrating Mass alone, but if young people can realize that to be a religious is to respond to the world's challenges, is to be a servant, is to die for those who are really a role plays. Also to be with those that the community or the society has turned their back against, and to also as a source of hope. Thank you.
Okay, amazing. And in religious life, I know there is a lot of challenges because in every corner of this world there is a lot of challenges in different perspectives, and maybe some of the challenges may not be discussed publicly. But in a religious life now, when we talk about the religious life, it is I know it is more of restrictions, but as I can see, you are very passionate, innovator, very brilliant, and someone who can do wonders. Do you think you can do wonders outside the religious life?
Well, first, the first thing which comes, I'm Brian, and I'm someone who I use my life experience to respond to my vocation, which means I'm not coming in the religious life out of nothingness, which means also being in religious life doesn't mean that I doesn't fit in the community. So that's something which also should be clear. I can survive both in religious life and also in the society, because for us to serve people and as brothers, we are always known to be closer to the people. So you cannot be religious when you are far from the people, which means with that dimension you are able to fit in the society every time. It's not only when I'm religious. I have to fit in the society every time. I have to feel the pain that the society is going through. Yeah, and that's what makes me to be interested of what Comboni vocation is, because as a fundamental priority is to be with the people, feel what they feel, and also journey with them in whatever they are going through. Yeah. So that's one doesn't bring any comparison in the community. Yeah.
You know, I always advocate for the transformation of youth, and now you're an innovator. Is there any way you can use innovation to transform the life of our youth? Can this innovation be turned into opportunities to our youth?
Yes. First, we have to realize that at some point the society, even the political institutions have always used young people as the catalyst to respond to their own acts of sloth, greed, and interest. But today, for us to respond to this technological advancement and political crisis, the only way to work out all this together is to ensure that we see young people as resources, uh, empower young people through their different challenges, uh, and this calls for a truthful confession that both religious institutions, faith-based organizations, and development institutions should give young people opportunities to respond to their talents, and also should give young people opportunities to access different resources to actualize their ideas to solution. Yeah.
In your sentiment, I've heard you've actually talked about young people, and it's like you have more plans for young people through your innovation. Why do you think young people should be heard?
Well, young people should be heard because for a long time, uh, young people are ambitious, as I said. Unfortunately, they always long to come to urban cities to look for a greener pasture. Unfortunately, on arrival, they hit a roadblock, and what the future present is a lot of frustrations, depression, drug abuse, and many other challenges that today we know faces young people. And what I mean is that through different programs, be it in Tangaza University or other institutions, like I mentioned, Comboni programs, we are called to listen to young people, then tailor their challenges to to different solutions that can respond to their different needs. That is what as Brian I would really advocate for. Yeah, and of course, in case there are many people also following your system, they are able to link up with this kind of opportunities so that the opportunities can be seen and also they can be helped. Because what we offer at Tangaza and also as Comboni project is to ensure that we support them through mentorship also. Yeah.
Amazing. I can see my director is actually briefing me about time. I think we shall just take short commercial break. But before we take a break, maybe in a summary, how do you look at actually youths in Kenya in the next 5 years? Through your innovation, through your supportive, how do you look at them?
Well, youth in general, which up to today comes to around 70% of our population, and the means that majority are at their 20s. That one means that through our different programs, they are able to find a place which is called home, a place where the society has always closed and shattered their dreams, a place where their voices can be heard in this a society which had always silenced their voices for long, a place where their skills and capabilities can be transformed to opportunity, and a place where their visions and priorities can be seen as a catalyst for their own growth and also for the societal growth. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Maybe in your summary, then we just call it exclusive.
In summary, what I can say, first of all, I'm really grateful to be hosted here by THERMO.G TV. I'm also grateful for Comboni missionaries for shaping my life who I am. Of course, reflecting on my journey from the slums and so on, and being who I am today, I think it is not just a mere opportunity, but it's a blessing. And also, I'm grateful to Tangaza University for shaping who I am. I'm really also grateful for Alprise International because they are the ones who really changed my mindset of what the community is and also seeing challenges as an opportunity.
So how will you transform everything into practical?
Transforming everything into practical, as I mentioned, is all about mindset change. It's change of mindset. And I said innovation is not doing great things. There's a difference between innovation and invention. Innovation means you improve whatever has always been there to something which is desirable. Instead, invention means bringing something new. Innovation means whatever has been there has to be improved to respond to my own challenge, to the societal challenge, and also to bring a conducive environment for growth.
Amazing. We are back again after that short commercial break. And Brian, by the way, I was actually forgetting to ask you, you know, there's some people who are very yearning to join a religious life. So you can actually tell them the procedure, how the requirements, so that they can actually get through the system.
Yes, thank you very much. Basically, for someone to be religious, you have to be a Catholic and baptized. And of course, you ought to have finished secondary school and have attained a reasonable grade that can take you to a university. As I mentioned, in a religious congregation, you have to go to university to get some skills to help you to further your studies. For priest candidates, they go for philosophy and later theology, which prepares them for priesthood ordination. For brotherhood, basically
Philosophy na unasema philosophy.
philosophy, which is the initial step, then later theology.
So hapo watu wanasomea nini?
In between, philosophy is a course. Theology also is a course.
What?
Yeah. Philosophy mostly it is all about the reasoning. Philosophy, as its description is, the love of wisdom, and basically having come from the society, integrating those experiences with the religious congregation or the institute. You need a bit of knowledge to expand your reasoning and so on, which later on, after you proceed with theology, and basically theology helps you to understand about the liturgy, God, and how to serve humanity in general. Yes.
Okay.
So for brotherhood, basically, is all about working on your profession, because that's through your profession is when you are able to integrate the gospel values in various places of work or apostolate.
Okay. You've talked about the grade. Which grade is required?
C+ and above.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So once you have C+, you are good to go.
Yes.
Okay. Amazing. So those are the only credentials needed for someone to join religious life.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing. I think you've heard, and suppose maybe you may be interested in joining. In Comboni, are you interested maybe to recruit other people? And what are the procedures?
For Comboni, basically, we are in need of personnel, of people, young men and women, because we also have religious sisters as Comboni. And normally the initial stage is to contact the vocation director. Then later you'll be taken through come and see experience, which you first, before you join, you see who are the Combonis, where they are, what are their charism and what they do before you join.
Okay. And what is the difference between diocesians and parsonists?
Passionists are religious congregations. Diocesians are in the diocese, they just remain within a diocese. Like, for example, within Nairobi, if you are in Nairobi Archdiocese. For religious, like Comboni, we are all over the world, in Africa, Europe, and Asia, and so on.
So you are trying to mean when you are a diocesan, maybe from Nairobi, you only work within Nairobi. You cannot go even in Oma Bay and work there.
Yeah.
You work within your diocese.
Yes.
And the parsonist, you can work even abroad.
Other religious congregation, we have different congregations with their different places where they are, their presence. So like from Comboni, as I said, we are in different parts of the world.
Wow, amazing. Umesema hata mimi nikakuwa interested. Hiyo sijui ni join. Unajua sasa ni ile personal decision. Mimi itabidi tuongee behind the tent. Kama utanipeleka pale, hata mimi unajua nimetamani sana kuwa padri. nikuwe nafanyia watu hivi. Amazing.
Thank you very much, THERMO.G TV, and what I can conclude, basically, young people are the engine of change in our society, in our nation, as I said, and the future is not an accident, as I mentioned before. The future is something we passively wait for, and the future is something we intend to create. To every young person listening us today here at THERMO.G TV, do not underestimate the power of your ideas. Do not allow circumstances to define your possibilities. Do not wait for perfect conditions before taking action. Discover your purpose and develop your gifts. Thank you very much.
Wow, what a nice summary. Thank you very much, Brian, for a nice summary, and we expect more.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.